Either you. Hopefully my audio's okay. I've got my mini air conditioner thing on and everything. I do not have my anti-fly, anti-mosquito gun in my office, so I've been trying to figure out a way of killing this one fly that will not stop just touching my feet. Oh, really annoying. So, I have been away for a couple of days, and the main reason for that is that I had this really bad rash under my armpits. It's it's a lot better now. I basically had to put Sudocrem on them, but it was very painful. I basically had to sit like this just for a long time. But yeah, that one's still very red. Mm, not cool. Not cool. I think it was just because we had that really hot we had a really hot day or two, and I was wearing a vest like one of these, like a tank top. Oh, excuse me, like a tank top or something, and then basically that just was not a good idea. Just not just generally not a good idea. Um, and I couldn't shower, so that was fun. But yeah, I had a shower. I put Sudocrem on. I had a couple of days of just being painful, and when I wasn't in pain, I was basically just doing this, sitting in chairs like this. So that was fun. So yeah, being attacked by flies. Living in the middle of the countryside, you just notice that there's just so many more flies. There are so many more flies. It's just bugs, man. You can't get rid of just so many bugs. Other than that, I've been okay. I've just not been able to do much because of that really. Um, the little I refuse to call it a heat wave. This It's just a high pressure system, you know. I don't understand why. I don't understand why people make such a huge deal over the weather. You know, it's yeah, some days you can't get outside because it's too snowy. Some days you just can't get outside because it's too hot. But the majority of the time, it's fine. Just deal with it. You know, it's I can't work because it literally is too hot in here for me to actually keep the computer on. I don't want to risk the computer being on. That's something I need to ask my buddy Andy about. Is that exactly how warm is it going to get in my new office, my new studio? I'm just I mean, I'm going to have a fan in there and everything, but how warm is it going to get? How how hot is that going to get in there? Hopefully I'm going to see at the end of this month. Oh, excuse me. At the end of this month, I'm going to go check it out. So yeah, but yeah, he did say that it gets cold in there, but like I'm not really that worried about the cold. You know, it's kind of I just need a couple of space heaters, and it's fine. You know, the oil heaters, the like the one I've got here. that is pretty much. I mean, that's lasted like over 10 years. So yeah, Panda Fox. That's lasted like over 10 years. So like that's fine, and that warms up this whole place. And I essentially just wear a robe, and I'm okay. Like I'm honestly not that bad. It's not that bad, you know. Um, I don't really mind the cold so much. The heat, however, is more annoying. But I don't think it's the heat itself. I think it's more the fact that it's the everything that comes with summer that is the annoying thing. You know, like like I just said, all about the bugs. Like there's so in the middle of the countryside here, there's flies. There's so many flies. They're everywhere, and they just want to touch you all the time. They just want to land on you all the time, and oh my god, is it so annoying? Um, I mean, for example, today there's one. For example, today I've been trying to get sleep, but it's just that I've got like a weird phobia when it comes to flies. Basically, like landing on me and then planting eggs, and that's mainly because I actually know somebody who has actually had the whole like they had maggots growing in their head. Like they actually had that from flies landing on them, and it's like that is awful. That is awful. So it's like I know it's incredibly unlikely here in the UK, but it's just that whatever one lands on me, I just can't. I just you know I had to jump, but no, no, nope, don't want to risk that at all. Do you know how you get rid of that? By the way, do you know how you get rid of the maggot problem? How this person got rid of their maggots? Do you know how they did that? They put a piece of meat on their head. The maggots basically couldn't breathe, so they buried they dug themselves out into the meat until their little things were sticking out of the meat, and then they took it away and then they put some cream over it and stuff. And it's like, ew, ew, ew. It's like that's gross. That's so gross. But yeah, it's like I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to be that guy that basically has to walk around with a stake strapped to my head or any other body part. It's like nope, nope. So yeah, it's like the new studio is in a better place. It's not super in the middle of the countryside. So I'm hoping that there's just not going to be as many flies and bugs for me to worry about. They actually stopped my fan. Like a few bugs basically got into the fan and actually like stopped it. It was almost like they were conspiring or something. So yeah. Anyway, that's been my few days. Just like having to sit like this and just being hot. I have managed to actually sort out some of the Pokemon cards because I have been needing to organize my Pokemon cards ever since I got new Pokemon cards from my buddy in Germany, and I got new Pokemon cards from Damon because that's how he says sorry. And yeah, essentially I got like a stack of Pokemon cards like this big, this tall, and it's just needing to go and be catalogued. There is a problem. I can't catalog. I've got this app that tells me how much my cards are worth and how much my overall collection is worth and all that stuff, and I cannot catalog the ones from Germany. they're not in the system. So that's fun. At some point, I'm going to have to actually go through all of the cards and actually test to see if they will be functional. So that's cool. Oh, here's something that is a bit of a bummer. It's not really a bummer because I kind of suspected that this was going to happen. But I don't know if anybody remembers. I was supposed to go to London to check out a potential job offer and stuff like that. Yeah, that person blocked me. That person blocked me the day I was actually supposed to go and see them. Like, I went to check the messages to see if they had actually picked an actual exact location to meet. Because of where I was supposed to meet them, it's a very big place. You know, it's like the King's Cross station area is actually like, it's a giant train station. There are multiple entrances and exits. There are even areas around the station that is like, there's like a park and plazas and squares, and it's like, I don't know where to meet this person. So yeah, I did want to go. I did want to just go anyway, just so that I could say that, you know, it's like, I wanted to meet you, but you weren't there. But it cost $50. I did not have any money, so I wasn't going to risk that on basically somebody who essentially blocked me. I found out they blocked me the day before, like technically the day, on the day, but it was like past midnight. So technically it's like, it was the day that we were supposed to meet, but I checked because I met them through Grommer. I checked Grommer, and like normally I was kind of expecting this person to just like disappeared. You know, um, they've kind of done this to me before in the past. They just kind of like deleted, or they like set their account to deactivated or whatever. And when somebody does this, they're basically, their messages disappear. It's not just their, it's not just them. It's their messages as well. They're like, everything disappears. But if somebody blocks you, then you can still see the message. It's just that you can't actually reply to it, and also you can't see their profile anymore. So like, I could see their message. I could, I could click on it. I could see the list of messages. I could click on their profile, but their profile wouldn't show up. It would actually just like take you to the homepage of Grommer. So yeah. Anyway, this is how I know this person blocked me. That is a tiny, tiny spider. They're cute. Sorry, distracted. There's a very, very small spider that's just hovering on my desk. And I don't know what to touch around it because I don't want to ruin its web. Anyway, yeah. So that was fun. That was basically my Thursday. Fortunately, it was too hot to actually do anything. So it wasn't really that much of a wasted day. But yeah, imagine if basically they had told me like a specific time and a specific location, and I went, and I went on a train, spent $50, went on a train, like got all hot and sweaty, got to the location, like couldn't find any place to actually stand to actually meet them, so I would have to be in the sun. Um, you know, it's just like, it would have been shit if somebody did this to me. Normally, if somebody basically is like is gonna do this to me, I normally just kind of like go anyway. You know, like like this actually happened to me just like locally with a friend who basically was supposed to just meet me at the KFC in Huntingdon. So I went to Huntingdon, went and had I went into the KFC, kind of didn't expect them to show up anyway. So I just told Damon, because Damon dropped me off, and I just told Damon, like, once you get home, message me, have a drink or something. And if I say that they're not coming, then just come pick me up again, and we can have a KFC. And so I had a burger. I waited for them. They told me they weren't coming, and at least they told me they weren't coming. Yeah, I had a KFC, and I actually did some work on a notepad because I brought my notepad with me. And yeah, then Damon showed up, and we had a KFC dinner, and it was nice. So yeah, it usually is nice to, even if I get stood up, it's usually nice to just like get out and have a nice like outing. But if it's London, I can't just go to London for no reason. There needs to be an actual reason. Like there needs to be almost like a really good solid guarantee, or at least my travel expenses paid for, if I'm going to actually come to London. Because yeah, that's bullshit. I don't imagine it's going to be super bad if I need to do business in London. Then it's not going to be super bad from where I'll be, like near. Um, oh my god, what? My brain is like, is it Gatwick or Heathrow? Heathrow. Which one is the really big one? The big London airport. London has two airports, and well, it technically has like four airports, but it's just that they're at different parts of the city. There's London City Airport. So I'm trying to do this reverse order. So basically, like, this is London. This is London. Okay. And in the middle, like here, there's London City Airport. And at like just outside of London, or just outside of London, um, about 30 minutes by the train, there is Luton Airport. And then there is, I want to say, Gatwick, the giant airport. Is it Heathrow or Gatwick? I can't remember. This is what I'm trying to trick my brain into basically giving me the answer. I think Heathrow is the big one. I think Heathrow is the big one. You know. So yeah, London Heathrow sounds like the big one. It's one of the biggest airports in the world. It's huge. You can see it from space. It's a whole big thing. Anyway, there's that one, and then there is Gatwick. I think that one's Gatwick. Like the South London airport is Gatwick. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I was like, yeah. I'm pretty sure there is like I think there is like an airport in Essex or Kent, but I can't remember which one. I don't know what that is called. I can't remember which. I can't remember what they're called. I know Southend has an airport for some reason. I don't know, but that's a bit too far outside of London. But yeah, I don't like these sketchy meetups. It wasn't sketchy. That's the annoying part. It wasn't sketchy. This person is somebody that I had been kind of like almost coaching. Like I was going to meet them, just meet them. They basically had requested that I do a video, and like I'd be the hired hog, for them. So we were going to meet. We were going to have a good time. It was going to be it was going to be cool. It was going to be cool. And then they chickened out the last minute. Um, Basically gave a bunch of insecure reasons, and like I kind of understood. I understood. It's fine. I'm trying not to go into too much detail in case they actually watch this. But yeah, they basically have some self-confidence issues. At least that's what it sounded like, and they had like a slight breakdown, essentially. Um, and yeah, I get it. That's fine. Um, but this time, we seem to basically be talking every single day, and actually, like, you know, like getting to the point where, well, I was going to go see their place because I was going to see if I could actually like make it my office, like make it at least a secondary office or tertiary office. You know, I was basically like going to weigh up my options and stuff because it sounded that good. So yeah, it was like it was a thing. And then like a couple of days before the meet, um, yeah, they had like stopped messaging me. Like their messages became very generic, and then that's when I basically said I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Um, you know, hope it's not going to be too hot or something. I can't remember exactly what I said, but that was around about it. And then, yeah, like I said, I noticed that I was blocked, and that was it. I keep saying that was it. So yeah, I don't get it. I'm not mad at this person or anything. It's not really like it's not really. If I had actually gone, like if we had actually like arranged an exact time and place to meet, at King's Cross Station, then like yeah, I would have been annoyed, but like this was almost expected, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I'm more bummed out at what could have been. So yeah, considering that basically, this is why I try not to get my hopes up too much about stuff, is because like it's for this exact reason. Like this, we were talking. It sounded like it was going to be great. They sounded like they had a great space. They sounded like they were actually that they were gonna like pay me for an actual service as well. So that was good, you know. Um, Nothing sketchy, by the way. It's literally kind of just like teaching them. Okay, it does sound a bit sketchy now. I'm trying to say it in my head. I'm trying to put it into words, but yeah, basically teaching them how to be. It's almost like obedience training, I guess. So it was going to be like on hand lessons for that. So yeah, um, I know it does sound really sketchy now that I'm thinking about it, but it's not. It's it's smutty, but it's not sketchy. You know. Um, but yeah, plus also access to all of my content and all of my material and all of my yeah. Just because my office will be there, so they'll have access to all of it. So yeah, obedience lessons in a public place. No, again, it was going to be kind of like either a weekly or bi-weekly thing, um, and I would have like at least an office outpost like there, so it would have been kind of like a live-in situation, like at least like sometimes in the week or something. I don't know. That's one of the things we were planning. That's one of the things we were going to have to plan. One of the things I was going to have to figure out, But yeah, like I said, the space sounded great. The location was excellent, and we seemed to get along fine. At least a lot online. So yeah. And then this happened. So yeah. You're making me dwell on it. I'm not really that. Like it happened and it's kind of over and it's fine. It's sorted. Just kind of a bit of a bummer because yeah, I was I was actually considering it. I was actually like considering it. It actually got my hopes up a little bit, not a lot, because I'm already kind of like committed to actually trying the the place near Gatwick. So it's like, yeah, it was nice to actually have an extra option, or at least maybe like go there for one day every other week, or like a couple of days every other week or something. You know. Again, we were gonna sort that out. It was just here's the thing. Looking forward to actually doing like the um like Andy's place. To actually doing that and actually like getting the gym set up and everything. I'm looking forward to that. So I'm wearing different pants, different panties, and they're all bunching up because I've been sitting down for too long. Um, yeah. Like I said, not much has happened since then. So yeah, I've been doing some like writing and stuff when I can. Um, because you know my little laptop in the house, like I can still use that when it's cool in the house. So I've just been doing that. So yeah, I still need to figure out a place to actually put all of these stories. Just some of them are really short. I think the old Belly Builders form is like where I'm gonna try out a couple of them. But yeah, I need a good some a PDF converter, you know, so that people can actually read them. Because I don't want to just copy and paste, you know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I can just easily find one of those. Just I haven't looked yet. I should. Oh, here's something that's interesting and relevant to my situation and stuff like that. Um, I created an account on this vid, but the last couple of times that I tried to go onto this vid, I couldn't log into my account. So I just gave up that old account and then I tried to make a new account and it says that I can't create a new account yet. It's not, that feature is not available at the moment. It's been like this for a week now. Yeah, I don't get it. I didn't understand. Anyway, yeah. So this vid might not be that entirely stable. So I'm still looking for an alternative still. That's so annoying. I was basically kind of like all ready to kind of like, start leaning into a different website other than just YouTube. And then this happens. So yeah, I need to I have to start again and try to find an actual place to host like my videos. So yeah. I'm still completely open to ideas and suggestions. This vid is good and ass. I don't know what that means. It's good and bad. I don't know. Yeah, okay. I thought it was working there, but I guess not. Well, that's what I mean. I had an account. I made an account like a month ago, and like I managed to log into it a couple of times, but it just wasn't working. It wouldn't give me my it seemed to have completely forgotten my email address. So yeah, maybe somebody took that information. I don't know. Um, so I just decided that, well, if my account has been hacked or whatever, no big deal. It doesn't really have any information on it anyway yet. Um, so I just wanted to make a new account. But you go onto this vid and it says that that option is not available. So I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do about this vid. Um, Hopefully they get their shit together, but until they do, I can't use them as a reliable like source. So yeah. Ugh. Anyway, I kind of don't know what to do with myself today. I've had two attempts at trying to sleep, and like each attempt, I've only had like about an hour's worth of sleep. I just know that if I go to try and go to sleep right now, then I'm just going to get attacked by flies again. Even though I went into that, I went into the living room and I cleared the living room out because we've got a guest. So yeah, like they get the bed space because I don't really sleep very well. Um, so because I don't require much sleep, I sleep on the sofa, and when I sleep on the sofa, there are flies everywhere. So yeah, I completely clear out the living room from the flies. There were like 8 or 9 flies, by the way. Um, and then I lay down, I sleep for like an hour, and then I'm awake and there's flies. So yeah. So it's been on and off for years. The whole logging in issue. Panafox, if you must know, it's one of it's it's Damon's boyfriend. One of Damon's boyfriends is here from from offshore. He's also my buddy as well. So yeah, I totally don't mind. Besides, I don't really sleep in the bedroom anyway. Just recently, on account of it's just too hot. It's just too hot. And me and Damon, we both exude heat. So it's kind of like it just becomes too hot if it's a hot night, and yeah. So I'd much rather sleep with my own fan pointed at me the whole time, you know. So yeah. The login situation. Okay. Can I have an alternative, please? Hey, Don. Do you know what I really fancy? I'm not really hungry. I kind of do want something to drink though. Like I want a giant bucket of smoothie. You know, I feel like I just really want like a giant bucket of smoothie. You know, just sounds really nice right now. Yeah, I want a lot of smoothie. Like I feel like I'm hungry, but I'm not really. I can't think of anything that's really nice that's in the house that I really want. And to be fair, I don't have any smoothie in the house, but it's just something that it just immediately came to mind that I was like, yeah, I would like that, but lots of it. So I would like a bucket of smoothie. I could just like, yeah, like there's like I can't remember where I had this. I think I had it in Europe somewhere, but there was I had a really nice smoothie, and it was like it had mint yogurt in it, and it was so creamy without being dairy. It was really nice. It had other things in it as well that made it kind of like, again, not so dairy tasting, you know. And it was just so good. It was so refreshing. It was like, oh, it was so yummy. But yeah, I'd like one of those. Um, I like an orange and mango, you know. I like some kind of like strawberry or like a berry variety one, maybe with some bananas in it and stuff. I don't know, you know. Ooh, that's what it was. It was it was like a mint coconut thing, you know. It was really delicious. It was so good. I just really want like a bunch of smoothies, because they're like it's cool, refreshing. It's a drink, It's hydrating. It's just that it just sounds really nice, and it's like and smoothies can really fill you up, and that's nice. So, yeah. Mint coconut sounds great. Yeah, I mean, I'm drinking it in my mind's mouth. right now, and it's like it's fucking delicious. So yeah, it's so cool. It's so nice. Ugh. I really want to go back to Vegas because there was this ice cream place. There was an ice cream place in Vegas, like the second or the third time that I went to Vegas, and it was really cool because I had like they had lots of different kinds of ice creams and lots of different flavors. They had a ridiculous amount of flavors, and I remember having um, coconut ice cream and cola ice cream, like ice cream that tastes like Coca Cola. Yeah, and for some reason, these two flavors, like, like they were really good. Having one and then having the other, and oh, it was so yummy. But yeah, I'd love that too. I like a milkshake. I'd like one of those milkshakes, please. So yeah, cola ice cream is really good. Cola ice cream is like is weirdly nice. Hey, whenever you got time, Powder Fox, it's okay. But yeah, I love color stuff. I wish I could find more of it. Yeah, it's like the one time that basically I had like the one time the the time when I had a flat share. When I had roommates, college roommates, when we all had like a crappy apartment in Epping. Basically, like one of them had during one of the hot summers. I mostly just went back to my parents' house and stuff um, during the summer because you didn't. I mean, there's no college in summer, so yeah. So I went back to my parents' house mostly, and just like stayed there. But every time I came back to the flat, like they had this kind of kiddie ice, shredded ice machine thing, and I used to always basically use up the cola syrup that you put on it, and it was just delicious. It was really yummy. Yeah. The Coke one sounds amazing, but coconut is. Yeah, I know you don't like coconut. Okay, some of us really like coconut. Like one day, I wish that I could do this thing that my ex, she went on a vacation, like a post-COVID vacation, and with her hubby, and basically they went to this one resort and they did the Brooklyn 99 thing, where they essentially kind of like paid somebody. They paid like the concierge or whatever to to like always make sure that they had a coconut drink while they're at the resort. It's like whenever they were just around, like in during the day, obviously, whenever they were just out and around by the pool or whatever, then like somebody would just bring them a coconut drink, just a cocktail, just a random cocktail that was in a coconut, and it was just like, I want to do that. I want to have that experience. That just sounds so cool. I like coconut as well. It's not. It doesn't even have to be part. The coconut doesn't have to be part of the drink. It's just the way that it was presented to them. Just like they should always be having a coconut beverage, just constantly refilled, like whenever it needs refilling. It's just like that sounds so cool. I wish I could do that. But I cannot because no monies. So yeah, that's sad. But yeah, Panafox, you don't have to. You don't. You don't have to like coconut. You can have something else in the empty coconut. You know that, right? We don't all have to like the same things. It's okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to. I am sorry. I am sorry about the whole not uploading videos or anything just recently, especially now that the pick dump is like truly just gone. Um, but yeah, I really do want to. It's just that random bullshit happens, and it is just too hot in here. So yeah, like even now, it's kind of too warm. Just especially my hate for coconuts. Okay, you know, like I'm going to mention something that I really like a couple of times, and if you basically just sit there and just spend the rest of the time basically saying it's like, yeah, but I hate coconuts. It's like, okay, me and my other friend who isn't weird and doesn't doesn't hate coconuts are going to talk about coconuts. You don't have to keep interjecting with like, yeah, but fucking coconuts suck. It's like we know what you think about coconuts. It's okay. Have I been bitten? That is just some bullshit. Not only are there bugs and flies that are continuously poking me, but now I've been bitten on my leg. Also, Panafox, you are weird. It's okay. Why does people not like being called weird? Isn't weird kind of like is just a form of saying that you're unique? You know? Does it really bug you, Panafox? That's true. Yes, I am. Hey, Panafox, you are also weird and fat. Ooh, I haven't uploaded the latest AI stuff. I meant to do that before I came on live stream. It was really being frustrating today, the AI. So yeah. Again, with you assuming that I'm saying it's a bad thing. Here, how about I put it in a different way? You know, it's like you are unique and cuddly. How about that? I basically said the same thing. I'm not happy with how any of these turned out. Well, maybe the Roscoe one, but yeah. It kind of looks almost exactly like the picture, but the human version, because sometimes I like just seeing what the human version of these characters would be. Um, it's just like it's not the same. I literally just told the program to just change the head to a human head, so that it would basically. I was trying to trick it into keeping all of the proportions exactly the same as the furry version, because I noticed that if you basically just say, give me the human version, or show me the human version, or make this into the human version of this picture, then what it does is it basically tries to put generic human sizes and proportions onto that character. So I was trying to trick it by basically literally just saying, it's like, right, okay, keep everything as it is, but just remove the furry head and put the human head, the human version of the furry head onto this body. I said that to it. And it didn't do that. It changed it. It just changed it. It made it, yeah. So yeah. Only people who are looking at the AI art stuff page right now can like they understand what I'm talking about. So yeah. The rat just doesn't look anything like what I wanted it to look like either. I mean, it did do a good job on the face. That's a really good detailed like rat face, you know. But yeah, like it's just those are not at all any of the proportions that I had asked for. You know, any of the proportions, sizes, or anything that I asked for. I kind of feel like I did a better job, except for the face. I really do like the face, although I do like my interpretation with the cheesy grin is way better. Anyway, um, oh, and the final picture is I could just show these on screen. Here we go. Oh, really bad heartburn again. I had too much dressing on my salad that I ate earlier, so yeah. But yeah. So what I'm talking about is these. So yeah, like that's pretty good compared to the original picture. That's pretty good. Um, but then I asked it to do the human. You know, again, like I said, take the just remove the furry head, remove the hog head, put a human head on this body, on this body exactly. Leave the body alone. Don't do anything to the body. Everything there is fine. Nope, it can't do it. It can't do it. It has to touch. It has to touch the body. It has to touch it and fuck with it. And oh my god, just so disappointing. Like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, and this one is just like again, this is not at all the proportions or anything that it's supposed to be. Like, excuse me. Ugh. Like the original rat image is just that it just enlarged the head. It loves doing that. It loves enlarging, like making the head really big. Making the upper proportions bigger. The arms and the head. It makes them bigger so that it more matches what it thinks the size of the body should be. So if you basically draw a character with a really, really big belly and really, really, really broad chest, it will basically give them gigantic arms like it's done here, and a really big head to basically kind of like make that look more normal, even though what you're going for is abnormal, you know, comedically large, etc. Whatever. Even if you type that into the fucking program, this is what I mean by frustrating. If you type this into the program, that basically, keep all of the proportions exactly as are shown in this. I just want enhancements. I just want you to add texture to things like here and here and here. I tell it all of this, and it spits out that. Even though I told it to not change the expression or the pose or the proportions, it changed every fucking thing. And it was very frustrating, and I just couldn't get it to put the strap back, for example, over here, to remove these weird buttony things from the epaulets, just disappointing. Yeah. It's like I said, I really do like this face, the detail on and the expression and everything. I just wish that it tried to do this detail on the face, but keep it the size and proportions of my picture. And then lastly, I just wanted it to colorize my 5 bluey character, because I did draw my character in the bluey style, and I thought I nailed it. So I just said to it, I literally don't change anything at all, ever. Don't change anything. But if you could basically like color it in these colors and this, and I gave it colors for everything. I gave it all of the colors that it needed to be, every part of it, and it got about 20% right. It got about 20% right. I mean, if you go by volume, then yeah. I mean, it got the background right. I wanted a blue background with 5 behind him, like the Bluey logo, like on Bluey. But yeah, I told it like German Shepherd colors. I said what colors its ears should, its ears, 5's ears should be, and what colors its eyebrows should be, and like it also, I've got like the patch is kind of like more around the eye, not more around this part of the whole face. So it moved that for some reason. It did get the color right, but it moved it for some reason. So it becomes not 5 anymore, which is disappointing. And the glasses are kind of like overlapping the face, which is annoying, distracting, you know? Like the tail is wrong as well, color wise. The paws are wrong. They should be dark. The bow tie, I that is my mistake. I gave it just like I just said, like I don't mind if it's blue or orange, but I feel like those colors would be kind of clashing. So just pick whatever color or make a pattern. I basically gave instructions on just basically gave instructions to not care, you know. Just pick a color at random and then put it on the tie. So I'm okay with the bow tie being red. I just didn't. I just was hoping for something else, maybe like maybe a green or something. I don't know. I mean, it looks fine. It looks fine. But yeah, the pipe also looks wrong. But I just don't know. I don't know what about it is wrong. I think it looks weird. Anyway, it did do an okay job. It's just that isn't 5. Plumber dog. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the plumber dog is. This ghost thing is annoying. That took so much effort to tell it to do this, to get it to actually do this. And then when I was like, okay, but I prefer if he was in a suit rather than just be a naked ghost. And it changed the proportions when I told it to do that. It changed the proportions, even though I said literally don't change any proportions, don't change the head size, don't do anything. It made the head bigger, made the arms bigger, made the body smaller, and the suit it made it really dark. The suit's really dark here, so yeah. You know the Candyland dog? I thought that was pretty good. It's not the exact outfit from the original picture, but the Candyland dog isn't bad. It's not bad. It's not terrible. The shotgun's wrong, but yeah, he seems to have 2 barrels, like 2 sets of barrels. But yeah, whatever. That's as good as it was gonna get. So, yeah. And the human version, I literally just told it to forget the shotgun because it doesn't know how to do that. So, yeah. The human version I think works pretty good. It gave him a candy cane. Just fine. And there's a carrot floating in the air here. It's just a carrot. You're gonna have to give me an example of the plumber dog. I don't know what you're talking about. I want to know what you're talking about, but yeah, I don't know what this is. Weird. But yeah, and then that's just the face of the pig, of Roscoe's pig, and it looks really good. Yeah. Anyway, that's been my disappointment today. I don't know what you're talking about. The plumber dog. Should I try to look it up? I'm gonna look it up. Plumber dog Bluey. Plumber dog Bluey. A pit bull. Why pit bull? It's not. It's not showing me. I typed in plumber dog Bluey. I mean, he's really skinny. I don't know. We're looking up the plumber dog from Bluey, and he's meant to be some kind of. He's meant to be a pit bull. And yeah, it just. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Is there a different plumber? He's got a tall belt, wearing a yellow top, yellow polo shirt. I'm guessing, with a dark blue collar. Anyway, no. Five is a round dog. He's a round, mostly. He's like German Shepherd. He's a very round German Shepherd. Because he's based off of my late dog. Remember? It's just that my dog had mostly German Shepherd like qualities, and he could also do the thing with his ears. Like he could actually like the ears could go straight up, but they could also go completely floppy, which is apparently like not something that's super common with dogs. Normally they have like the sticky up ears or the floppy ears. They they don't usually be able to retain the action of both, both modes of dogs, I guess. But I think that's because he also had he had a bit of staff in him, Staffordshire Terrier. Staffies are really kind of like, they're really big, adorable dogs. But yeah. Plus also like American Southern Huskies are also kind of like they've got floppier ears than the rest of the husky breeds. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Anybody got anything they want to say to me or ask me? Like, I kind of want to. I kind of need to go. Or I go get some antacid, or I like drink a bunch of chocolate milk or something. I've got I've still got heartburn. My tummy's been weird today. Get some medicine. um, was everyone posting? This is what I'm jacking to in the one of the channels. Have you checked what is the name of that channel? Like I can't remember how it's like. Do you mean do you mean the need some whacking off material question mark channel? Um, I don't know. Just a couple of people basically. I mean, the whole point of the channel is to basically post, share what you want to share with other people, so that they can enjoy what you're enjoying. You know, it's basically just the not safe for work like picture channel. Like if somebody wants to share something in there, then they can. So yeah. Any other questions before I get away? I see. Almost done with the clearing out as well, which is cool. Here, I'll kick another random person. There we go. Are we all good? We'll take that as a yes. Right. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to be back day after tomorrow. Um, hopefully, I would have had some productive time. But yeah, I just that when it's this hot and when I've had like this many problems, then I can't really concentrate. So yeah, I really do fucking need a swimming pool, like so bad. Like I'm I'm honestly like just contemplating getting a cheap ticket, like super cheap ticket, going to something like somewhere like Benidorm or something, purely so that I can actually just get into a cheap hotel with a cheap swimming pool, just jump in, just for like a weekend. I'm honestly like considering just like maxing out all of my money just so I can just do that. Like honestly, I was weighing up whether it's like, is it worth eating for a week or doing that? And I was just like almost there. I was almost fucking there. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Ugh. I'm just getting sad now. Ugh. Berry wubs and belly salute. And yeah, like I said, next couple of days, see you guys in another couple of days. Toodles.